Hi guys, Arbit19 here and welcome to quite a special video on my channel. I don't normally do career mode video or even play career mode this year, but I've been quite frustrated by Ultimate recent time because I just not really enjoying playing it because of the price caps and things. But don't worry, the Road to Division 1 series will continue. This is just kind of a different video for the one of you that does like career mode. I did saw that there is a kind of a trend recently in Foothead to showcase your career mode progress, so I decided to go ahead and do it, but not like normally people do in Foothead as a presentation in a video, because it's just more comfortable for me to do, and I think it's also quite nice to actually watch it while I am talking about actually the players and how I feel they are. But before we get into the squad report and my team, basically, I just need to give you a heads up that I did sim all the matches because I hate playing against the EI because I just feel it's so boring. So I did like a kind of football manager career mode, but I don't actually play the game. The games I just do the transfer and contract and all this kind of stuff. So let's take a look in my keeper, Moriere. He's a Portuguese player. I picked him up for I think 4 million euros, and I received an offer for him the last transfer window for like 25 million from Benfica Lisbon. I didn't sell him because basically in career mode, basically the way I like to do career mode is to actually pick up in quite early in the seasons like a good base for your a good solid base for your squad. That means a lot of young players, like maybe 4, 5, 6, and I also like to start with a team that already have like 4, 5, 6 players that are young and full of potential that I can use, and this is exactly what I found in Auxerre, and that's the reason I chose it, and also because it's in League 2, the start in League 2 if you don't know, and it's quite a big challenge. So let's go on. This is actually a player that has the game developed him. Basically, he's just not a real footballer as far as I know, but he's an absolutely amazing guy. I use him as a right back because he's just got a shitload of pace, so I think he's good for that position, and also got a good attacking skills. And also basically because my center defensive mid is not available for him, I don't need to. I mean, I can change up my formation, I just don't want to. And another player is Marian Sarah. I picked him up very early, like 1 year after I started, and he is developed very well, as you can see. And this is the star of my defense, basically. I bought him for 600 euros. I think he was actually my first transfer, and he's definitely worth the money you're gonna pay for him early on in the career mode. If anyone is getting a career mode, I would recommend get him, like not for Barcelona or Manchester City, but definitely for like a weak team or a mid-table team. He will be a great fit as a sub or even as a starter 11 after he reaches quite his potential. It's just absolutely amazing, to be honest. His stats are just amazing. This is a left back. I actually don't like to pay a lot in career mode, but I had a shitload of cash because of winning titles and stuff, and selling players, etc. So I did decided to pick him up because he was only 19 and had like an 78 or 79 overall, and I did pay 20 millions for him, which is a lot, but in one season he has already grown by 3 or 4 overalls, and it's just absolutely amazing. I think that if someone some team wanted to pick him up now, they will have to pay in around 30 million or even 40 euros. Let's go ahead to the highest player in my team. I actually picked him up for free transfer, free agent, so it didn't cost me nothing other than his salary, and he is absolutely amazing. I don't know who this guy is. I don't sure if he's actually like a default player in the career mode or he just show up occasionally. So I don't know if you can actually pick him up, but if you can, definitely do, because he just grows amazing, just from a 70 that I picked him up to an 85, something like that. And just let's take a look of his stats. Like, it's absolutely incredible. Like, seriously, just take a look on those. Like, it's absolutely amazing. And the next player is Amari. He's also like a no-face player. I can call him like that because I don't really know how to explain this in English, but I think you guys did understand what I mean by like a no-face, no real player. Not a real player. I'm not very excited about him because I picked him up and he already, like in 1 year he grows by one, which is not bad. It's also not good. I expected more. And I picked him up this left mid from Benfica for quite a bargain, 1.1 million. And even after I bought him, basically he was going for like his lowest price was about 3 million, so it was a mistake by them. But nevertheless, I don't care. I enjoy their mistake. And he's not very impressive. He's grown only by 2 in 3 years, so I expected way more by him, and I am quite disappointed. This is also one of the players I picked up very early in the career mode. I picked him up from Arsenal for like maybe 700 or 500 to 1 million euros. I can't be quite sure. He's just been an absolute rock at the back, or as a center attacking mid, or as a center mid. He can play everywhere in the middle, and he's just been a great signing for me. He's grown a lot. And this is a striker who really disappointed me. I picked it up when he was like 19 on 20 from Juventus, and he has a lot of potential, but didn't really live up to the expectation. I did pick him up for cheap, like 1 million, so I can set him in quite a nice profit now, but still I'm disappointed. He could have grown more. And this is the absolute star of my team, Team Drode. I actually picked him up from Byron, and it was quite a funny story about how I picked him up, because okay, basically, I inquired for him, and they said me Byron said I want 700 million euros, something like that, or maybe even a million. I'm not sure, like something really cheap, less than a million euros. And I said, okay, you know, me being greedy, sent them an offer of 1.5 million euros, and they said, and after that, it happens quite a lot of in career mode. I think it's some sort of bug or glitch, but they in the first place they send you a very low offer, and if you give them the exact price they will sell it, but if you give them a bit less, they just basically they give me back an offer after the €500,000 offer of 16 or 17 million euros, and I was like, holy shit, I'm just gonna offer them exactly what they wanted. And believe it or not, they did accept it for 700 euros, and I did pick them up, and I received offer for him that could go for like 70 or 80 million. So he's just the best signing I ever made, I think, in career mode. He's just absolutely amazing. Maybe go in and search him up to see if he's actually gonna be in your career mode, and if you do, certainly pick him up. He's got a cycle of all potential. I didn't really enjoy using Barry Sage. He's not very good as well as him. I mean, I did pick them up when there was like him as he was a 70 overall and him was a 60 or something. And I think he might be from the start, I'm not quite sure. But basically, they didn't really impress me, so I wouldn't recommend them. And this is a player, Aguilar. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but nevertheless. He's been in the start, he's been like playing for every season, pretty much all the games, like until last season, and he started as like a 50-ish or 61 overall, and his potential in Foothead is like 65 or something, or even less, and he just outgrowing amazingly. Like I think that he will be awesome for like a League 2 squad, League 2 team, or even like a team in the first division who is fighting for her like to stay in the league basically. This is also a player that is already 10 years in the club. He was way longer before I joined, and it's also very good. Got a lot of potential. Started like as a 60, so it's good. I think he was also at the start, and this is actually one of the reasons this player, I just can't pronounce him name, I'm not gonna try, that's gonna be absolutely embarrassing. It's one of the reasons I started this career mode, because he has a potential of like I think 80, and he disappointed me. I mean, he did grow, but not as much as I wanted. But this is a good thing about this club. He has a lot of young talents, so you can basically just get on your way with a nice, like start your career mode with a lot of talents that's gonna grow. And just as this player, where is he? Yes, he's just got an absolutely amazing bronze card as in Ultimate Team. And just imagine this in Ultimate Team with the pace he's got now, and the status will be pretty much the best center back, like silver center back in the game. And Ryan Nelson, I did buy him for Everton for like 1.3 million euros, and he's been very, very disappointing. I thought he will outgrow this like by a lot, but he didn't. I picked him for extremely cheap. I'm sure it was less than half million. I think it was like not even 100k euros. It was just something extremely cheap. And this is the players I have out on loan. Pizarro, and I don't know. I picked him up for quite a lot, and he's not lived up to his expectations. So I wouldn't recommend him. And to finish off this video, let's take a look at the history of my career, basically with this squad. So basically, in the beginning of my road as the manager, I did not start it off very well. I did not finish mid-table as the board wanted. I finished in quite like in 17th place. And it wasn't a good season because my squad just wasn't good enough. The players just needed some time to grow their potential, so I can have a team that can actually go ahead and win the league, the second league in France, and go on into League 1. And you can actually see here, I picked up Shouter for 600 euros, which absolutely a bargain for what is going right now, like 40 or 50 even. And my keeper, who also had a lot of potential, I actually, oh, my bad, wait. Let's go ahead and back. Yes, and my keeper, but he had a lot of potential. He wanted to leave. He felt like he's too big for the club or some shit like that. So he basically, I didn't want to sell him. I didn't accept the offers, but the board just sell him, and I was pissed because I hate this shit when it happens, when like the board doesn't even ask you and sell your one of your future star players. But nevertheless, it ended up being good for me because I did manage to find a replacement. As the Portuguese keeper, as you saw. And in this, I was still in the second league this season, and I picked up Zalem Irse for 1 million euros, and now he's worth like 10 or 15. And I also sold some sort of player. I don't really remember him, to be honest, but I sold him for quite a lot, so I can actually afford to buy the new signing, Zalem. And finally, in this year, I have managed to get my promotion to the next division. I didn't really pick up many players because I just wanted to, as I said before, let my players have their own space, have their own like good chemistry with each other, and just grow. Because I think when you give your players confidence and like a good environment, they actually grow better. And in this season, my first season at the League 1, I finished 11 TH because my team was good, but just like every year my team will get better because the players are young. So in this stage I wasn't good enough to actually go ahead and fight for a European spot or something like that, like a spot that leads to Europe League or Champions League. And I did finish my table as the board wanted, but after that I had a fantastic season. Bought Moria for 5 million euros, like almost 5, and sold Sanchez, but I actually don't remember who this is, but I'm sure, like maybe I will remember after that, and I will talk about it, but I just can't remember. It's surprising for me because I normally do remember my players, like my career mode players, but I just can't remember who this is. Maybe I'm gonna look for him after that. But nevertheless, we did finish 80th, which is an improvement, and the squad did play well. A lot of players grow, and we did see the result of the player growing next season when we finished in the 3rd place, which led to the Champions League. And as you can see here, I sold Heller, which also was like was already in the club when I came. He was my lead striker for quite a lot of time, and I sold him for 7 million euros, so I can pick up Pizarro, but he hasn't really lived up to the expectation. I think it's the worst signing I made in this club, but maybe he will turn it around. He's still very, very young. And after that, in this the last season, basically, I did manage to qualify for Champions Cup, and I did manage to reach the group stage, which is quite an improvement. And as you can see, I picked up the left back for 21 million euros, but I definitely think it's worth it. It was a good decision by me, even though I don't like to pay that much for players in a career mode, especially with this kind of team. But I had quite a lot of money. Like basically, I had just enough money to buy him because of like titles and stuff like that, where they gave me quite a lot of money and signing players like Morel for 7 million. And he was actually a good player, Morel. He had a lot of potential. I just needed to cash in because I bought him for super cheap, I think. So it was just wanted to make the profit, if you know what I mean. And this is it basically. This was the last season. I didn't really do well in Champions League, but maybe in this season I can do better. And overall, one club, 3 cups won. Biggest win 5-1, biggest defeat 4-0 versus PFZ in 2015. And total earning of, I don't know how is this possible, because I think like I made much more, but basically as you can see all the stats are here. And this is it basically. I hope you did enjoy. If you did and you want to see some more of this kind of videos, career mode videos, drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment and let me know. And that's it. I'm out. Peace. Have a good day, guys.